Hey yo, what's good? It's your boy back in the building. SOS Wrestling Network back at y'all once again, man. Here to bring y'all Wrestle Kingdom Night 2. This show took place on January 21st, 2023. We're going to have a lot of face-offs between the company of Pro Wrestling Noah and, of course, New Japan Pro Wrestling. This show took place in Yokohama Arena right here. Later on in the main event, we got my dude Tetsuya Naito taking on Noah's Kenoh. So that should be a fucking banger. And spoiler alert, it was. So let's get on with the show. Opening the show, I didn't really watch the pre-match or the pre-show or whatever, so I just started with the main show. This show opened up with a tribute to Jay Briscoe. So the main card, like I said, it opened up with a tribute to Jay Briscoe, who held gold in both New Japan Pro Wrestling and gold in Noah with his brother Mark Briscoe. So Noah and New Japan rosters walked to the ring. Naomichi Marufuji and Hiroshi Tanahashi, they both had pictures of Jay Briscoe in their hand and held him up. There was a 10-belt salute. Right after the 10-belt salute, reach for the sky, boy. Played in the arena, which is a fucking banger if you haven't heard it. If you haven't heard it and you watch wrestling, man, I don't know what to tell you. So coming up, first match you actually had on the show, the first official match that wasn't a pre-show match, and actually New Japan and Noah went 1-1 on the pre-show. So I did, like I said, I did not see it, so I cannot cover what I didn't see. Pretty much like a referee. So yeah, in the first match we had Hiroshi Tanahashi, Toru Yano, Satoshi Kojima, and Takashi Sugiura taking on and defeating Naomichi Marufuji, Kenta, El Phantasmo, and Gedo. I'm gonna call this Bullet Club Noah at this point. There was a lot of tension between Kenta and Marufuji, between trying to get each other to too sweet each other. This match ultimately ended with Yano getting the roll up win on Gedo for his team. So I thought this was okay. This was pretty, it was just a fun match right here. And I just think that the meshing of Marufuji and Bullet Club's shenanigans, I thought that was an interesting dynamic, and I was not disappointed. So we got New Japan or Bullet Club up New Japan right here actually up 1-0 on the Noah side. But I guess this is kind of it's not really a Noah versus New Japan match because that was more of a splicing of rosters. So it's not really that. I don't think that one really counted. So moving on, we have our official El Desperado New Japan taking on and defeating Yohei of Noah right here. This match actually ended with El Desperado getting the victory via the numero dos. He was targeting the leg during this match right here. I thought this match was okay. I guess considering how I'm fans of both of these guys and maybe expected a little more, I still thought this was solid. But, maybe, like I said, I was just expecting a little more. So, next match we had on the show, we had AMAKUSA, Junta, Miyawaki, Alejandro of Noah defeating Tiger Mask, Ryusuke Taguchi, and Master Wato right here. We got AMAKUSA hitting the Firebird Splash, his version of the 450 if you're not familiar, to get the victory for Pro Wrestling Noah. Once again, Pro Wrestling Noah tying up the score at 2-2. Moving on up the card to the match that everybody on Twitter, the internet has been talking about, because it really wasn't a match at all. We had Kaito Kiyomiya, the reigning GHC heavyweight champion, and Yoshiki Inamura of Pro Wrestling Noah, taking on Kazuchika Okada, the reigning IWGP World Heavyweight Champion, and Togi Makabe right here. So this was fucking amazing. This was magic. So you rarely see this kind of emotion out of Kazuchika Okada. And Kaito Kiyomiya was able to pull that up out of him right here. So this match ended in a no contest. Once this match was over, Kaito challenged Okada. The match has been announced. It will be happening, I think, on Muda's last Tokyo Dome show. This was an intense brawl. It was fucking wild. This is what you need, and this is what Okada needs to invigorate himself. And it kind of makes me, it makes me excited for Okada going forward here in 2023. So the score remains 2-1 for the Noah versus New Japan Wrestle Kingdom. So moving on, we got LIJ versus Kongo now. We have Tadasuke of Noah, Kongo, taking on defeating Bushi of Los Ingobernables de Japon. So we got an early pinfall for Tadasuke get the win over Bushi. Now Noah has taken the lead. They're up 3-2 over New Japan Pro Wrestling. The next match we had Hiromu Takahashi, the reigning IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion, taking on Hajime Ohara of Noah Kongo. This match actually had a lot of control from Ohara, which is kind of surprising to me right here. So we get Hiromu Takahashi putting him away with the Victory Royal and the Time Bomb too, getting the pinfall for his team, getting the pinfall for New Japan Pro Wrestling, tying things back up at 3-3-1 and 1 pretty much. So then we got Manabu Soya taking on and defeating SANADA of LIJ right here. The match started off kind of iffy, kind of slow right here. So Soya actually hit SANADA with the bomber to get the pinfall for his team, get the pinfall for his company, giving Noah the lead 4-3, 2-1 Kongo as far as the stables go. So then in the penultimate match right here, we had Shingo Takagi taking on defeating Katsuhimo Nakajima. This is literally everything you will expect from both of these guys, man. It was super intense, super physical. It was built around strikes, and both of these guys is potent offense, which they have right here. So we get Shingo putting this man away, one of my favorite Noah wrestlers, Katsuhimo Nakajima, with the last of the dragon to even up the series 4-4 and 2-2. So with that being 4-4, 1-2, and 2. So 4-4 being the total New Japan Noah matches, the 1 being the draw, and 2-2 that being LIJ and Kongo. So in the main event, we had Tetsuya Naito taking on and defeating Kenoh right here. He beat Kenoh with the Destino. With the running Destino, then of course he followed it up with the standing Destino. Naito pins Kenoh, puts him away. New Japan Pro Wrestling, Los Ingobernables de Japon finishes on top of Noah 5-4-1, with that being the head-to-head record of the stable. New Japan 3-2. So after the match, Naito offered Kenoh the LIJ salute, but of course Kenoh's going to reject because Kenoh is just that breed. Once Kenoh and the rest of Kongo retreated, they left the ringside. Naito gave Kenoh some positive words about his faction that he took off, and he said he would love to face these guys again. But the crux of this, Keiji Muto came out and he actually challenged Naito to his last pro wrestling match in the Tokyo Dome. So one-on-one, the final, the not bye-bye Muta, the pro wrestling, was it the pro wrestling last love? We're going to get in the main event of that show. Tetsuya Naito versus Keiji Muto. And if you're familiar with these guys' history, Stardust Genius versus the Wrestling Genius. Now it's going to be the Wrestling Genius versus El Ingobernable, and I could not be more excited, man. This is a damn good show. If you are a domestic fan, if you're a homegrown fan of New Japan, you might have liked the show maybe more than Wrestle Kingdom Night 1. I think I probably did. That's just me personally. I guess because, like I said, I just like seeing a lot of the Japanese guys. That's just me, man. It is what it is. But I'll be back at y'all likely tomorrow, Tuesday, with the New Beginning review. In that main event, we had Shingo Takagi taking on the Great Khan in the King of Pro Wrestling title match. So I would definitely hit y'all over the head with that. Thank you for checking this video out, man. If you've never heard of us, if this is your first time checking us out, please be sure you like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, man. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Price of subscription is free $99. We're the almighty SOS Wrestling Network. I am the Pro Wrestling Fly God. I am Stardust Yaku. I am Valencia Naito. And guess what? Like a great man once said, it is still my era. So I'm going to holler at y'all later. Peace.